are just out and about here in Mexico City, and I will be giving you guys my initial feels, the initial vibes that I've been getting here in Mexico City for this week or so that I've been here. We're just gonna find a place to park it, and we're just gonna talk a bit, okay? Vlog number 2. You guys ready? Let's go. Okay guys, now that we found a nice little spot in the shade, let's get into these initial feels, initial vibes that I've been experiencing in Mexico City so far. If you're new to the channel, or if this is your first video, please keep in mind, Mexico City is the only city that I've been in Mexico. Okay, just FYI. So, and I've only been here a week or so, so I'm just giving my initial experience. I share the whole entire thing, okay? But one thing that really stood out was the people. So I was expecting this warmth, I was expecting these friendly vibes, warm culture, and that's exactly what I've been receiving. That's exactly what I've been seeing. I've been seeing smiles, I've been hearing laughter, and this is what I wanted, y'all. This is all I wanted. Yeah, it's been delivering time and time again. And I also want to make note of like the hospitality. So I'm actually going to meet a girl tomorrow. She's from Mexico City, and I was actually connected to her through a teacher that I met in Warsaw, Poland. And this teacher is from Monterrey, Mexico, and she saw that I was coming to Mexico, and she said, oh, let me connect you with my friend. She's super duper nice. She's in Mexico City. She could show you around. She connected me with a friend, and sure enough, she was super duper nice. And so I'm meeting with her tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that. And another little story about just like the hospitality. This is gonna be like random, but it was just like such a welcoming vibe that I just have to share. So a friend and I were walking at night. Because of the restrictions, things close around like 10 p.m. and there was this restaurant, and I really wanted to see the inside of it because I could tell it was like this old converted house. So we walk up, even though it's probably about to close, the man out front, or the host or whatever, he just ushers us inside, and there's the owner or manager. I'm not sure of his status. We'll just call him the owner. And so I told the owner that, hey, you know, I just wanted to see what it looked like inside. And he said, okay, so do you want a tour? I can give you a tour. It's haunted. We have ghosts. And so my friend and I, we were just like, okay, cool. So he takes us through this house, upstairs, downstairs, where like in the areas where the coolers are. He takes us through the kitchen. He's just like so welcoming, so nice. Even okay. Wow.
This is a restaurant.
See, a haunted restaurant. No abre ventanas. Okay.
Ghost.
Fantastic. Ghost.
¿Dónde fantasmas? ¿Aquí? Oh, okay. ¿Fantasmas simpáticas? O
Yo la he conocido, yo lo que he escuchado es agradable, simpáticas.
simpáticas, ok. Bueno.
La niña, the children, is...
Gracias.
Acá traemos nuestro código QR para escanear el menú.
Gracias.
A ustedes por haber visitado.
And then when we leave, they give us like these free bread things. I don't know what they are, but they were good and they were free. So yeah, it was just a really cool story. We did not expect that to happen at all. Just in this like week and a half, I feel like my social life is better here as well. Like I'll be on my Drake wearing less, going out more. And so yeah, it's just been really cool. So like I got here on Thursday, and Saturday I was in somebody's penthouse, and everybody started doing the electric slide. Like I ain't really seen nobody bust out in the electric slide in a minute. So that was a feel good vibe as well. Okay, and then more people are coming. It's always awkward like filming in public, but yes.
¿Qué tal, amiga?
¿Qué tal?
Disculpa que te interrumpa. Lo que pasa es que mis amigos y yo venimos
Mi español es así, más despacio, por favor.
Te digo. Lo que pasa es que mis amigos y yo estamos tratando de terminar la carrera de...
Yeah, so those are all the feel good vibes. Now let's talk about some initial adjustments I've had to make, especially surrounding the food and water. okay? Now, I was in South Korea where the water was considered harsher, so we had like the shower filter on the shower head, but that was pretty much it. That was the only precaution we really needed to take. I never had to like make sure my fruits and vegetables were washed in like a certain solution or iodine or anything like that. And here you kind of got to do that kind of stuff, which I read before I came, but I didn't know it's that serious. But I've been having stomach issues, so it's like hella serious. I guess it depends on your body, but that's just something to take note of as well. So yeah, these stomach issues been going on for some days now, okay? So that's been a big adjustment. Even some people, and I've started doing this, like washing my face, brushing my teeth with bottled water. In my Airbnb, there is a shower filter. Speaking of the Airbnbs, if you're looking for a long-term stay, be on the lookout that that Airbnb actually has a washing machine. I didn't really, like, I'm used to not having a dryer. Like, there's a kid with a trike and she is getting it. Speaking of the Airbnb, I'm staying in I got an Airbnb for a month. So if you're looking to book a long-term stay, one thing to look for is make sure that your Airbnb has a washing machine. I did not know that that was something that I needed to look for. I guess I was just used to that being a given. Like, I'm used to not having a dryer. I'm cool with that drying rack life because that's how it is in Poland, but I didn't realize that, you know, I won't say not every, but like I didn't realize that you really needed to check to see if your Airbnb came with a washing machine. So that was one thing that that was an adjustment, and in the next Airbnb I'll make sure that that's there. Also, the AC. I did not realize that AC was considered a luxury, okay? Because in my mind, it's like, the heat has been real probably for a very long time. Thought that maybe, you know, AC would be a given, but it's not. Okay, so be prepared for that as well. So those are some like initial adjustments for sure. So these are just adjustments that I had to get used to, like inside of the accommodations. Now, one random adjustment that's like super stressful for me is crossing the street. I know that sounds probably pretty crazy, but there's this very busy intersection that I have to cross whenever I want to get to a certain part of the city. The first couple of times, man, I was legit just standing on the sidewalk, like trying to figure out when to go. I'm standing there like, E40, tell me when to go, because I don't know. All right, confused. All right, and so after a couple of days of that, then I just started, of course, just doing what the locals do. So if I see like a person or a group of people, they don't know it, but I'm with them. All right, for that 30 seconds we cross the street or however long, I am with them. So that's just been like my stressful thing. Even coming to the park today, like I crossed the street and there wasn't a group of people or another person there, and I was just like, dang, like I'm gonna have to do this by myself. And yeah, so crossing the street, didn't think that would be an issue. Another adjustment, the rent amount. So Mexico City, if you want to stay in certain areas, it's going to cost some money. Now, if you're coming from the States, you know, and for me, like if I compared it to prices back in Charlotte, North Carolina, when I used to live there, okay, it is less than that. But I've been spoiled by Warsaw, Poland. Thank you. Okay, so I can pay the prices, but I don't want to because I haven't had to for years. So yeah, if that's gonna be an adjustment for real. So that's just something to think about as well. And because I'm not looking at something for like 6 months or a year, like I'm not ready to make that type of commitment, it's just harder for me to find something in the price range and the standard that I would like. But I think if you're looking for something a bit more long term, maybe it might be easier. But for this particular situation that I have right now, yeah, I'm not wanting to pay these prices. So I mean, I'm gonna have to pay it to stay, but not what I'm looking forward to at all. All right, so yeah, y'all, those are just like, this has been my first week or so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, these vlogs are going to be coming at you guys on Sundays, and I'll see you guys on the next one.